Today it is a heartbreaking night for the Harris County Sheriff's Office and for all law enforcement. Today we've lost another hero here in our community, sadly. Our deputy was pronounced deceased a short while ago, and our hearts are broken. On behalf of the family, they want to extend their gratitude for everyone for the prayers and the warm wishes that they've sent their way. But unfortunately, they're devastated at this moment. His wife, his mother, and the extended family, and everyone that's gathered here today, his team members. I know an update was provided at the scene. What we know is that earlier this evening, our deputy was exiting a grocery store. He was off duty with his wife, and as they were moving their shopping cart, the preliminary information we have is that he on viewed some type of a burglary of a motor vehicle, possibly a catalytic converter that was being stolen. We're not sure. Those details are still being investigated. But he intervened. He intervened to try to stop a crime. And when he did, he was confronted by 2 or 3 males, 3 suspects. One retrieved a pistol. He was able to grab the pistol. There was a little bit of a struggle. And he retrieved his pistol. Gunfire was exchanged. He was struck, but he was also able to strike 2 people himself. Again, and really a hero, because as all this was unfolded, he had the piece of the mindset to make sure he was protecting his wife. He told his wife to run, to get away from danger, as he put himself in harm's way to protect the rest of the community and to try to stop a crime. So he did what he did best. He was out there fighting crime. Deputy Almendarez is a 23-year veteran of our agency, most recently assigned to our auto theft division. He's approximately 51 years old. We're told that today is his sister's birthday, and they were at the store because they were buying groceries because he was going to prepare dinner or a meal for them tomorrow. It was going to be a big celebration. He was cleaning up the house. He was very happy. He was working tirelessly today to get preparation for that. And then we had him obviously tragically gunned down. It's just tragic. We're tired of this crime in our community. We're tired that people aren't even safe to go out to the grocery store. This is a cop. This is a cop that's just out with his family. It could be any one of us, and it happened to be him. That's unacceptable. We've said it time and time again, and I just don't know what else to say. I mean, we're just heartbroken. We understand there's possibly a 3rd individual that's on the run. Our team is working right now in real time along with HPD and other partners to try to identify and locate who that individual is. But for the immediate moment, we're here to just support the family, to support one another. Our hearts are heavy. It's just devastating having to break this news to the mother, to the family members, see him so distraught. And again, Almendarez was a fighter. I mean, he was a warrior in every sense of the word. I'm told that early in life, in his young adulthood, he was working at a fast food restaurant for a bit moment. I'm told he was even homeless. He was trying to make ends meet when he was a young man, but he had that fire, that grit to do something, and he committed his life to public service and to be a law enforcement officer, to be a deputy, to be a Harris County Sheriff's Office deputy. So today we've lost a great one once again, and so our hearts are devastated. So I want to ask Sergeant Lopez to give a few words on behalf of the deputies organization and our deputies.
Yeah. And thank you. We'd like to say that our hearts are also very saddened by the chain of events that transpired today. We'd like to say that he was a good man. A lot of us knew him personally. We want to say that today we lost a brother in blue. We lost a father, a son, and a great family member to all of his. We'd also like to say that he was very well liked and respected within our department, and we would like for the public to keep him and his family in your prayers. Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you. And next I'll have Chief Satterwhite. Chief Finner's out of town at the moment, but Chief Satterwhite's here. They're always with us. We're always with them as well. And so, Chief, if you want to give some words?
Thanks, Sheriff. So I've already spoken with Mayor Sylvester Turner and to Chief Troy Finner, and had to give them the really bad news. Mayor Turner and Chief Finner and the entire Houston Police Department, our hearts are breaking for our brothers and sisters in Harris County and all of our law enforcement family here, and for the deputy's family that is got the most horrible news tonight, to find out that they lost one of their family icon, one of their leaders, and we've all lost a hero. I mean, that's what he was. He was a hero. He's out there trying to make a difference like all law enforcement is trying to do. And sadly, we've just been here too much. We're just having too many of these things happen, and the violence is has to stop. So for us tonight, it's going to be about how we can support Sheriff Gonzalez and his team and the family and make a difference and bring to justice anybody else that might have been involved in this, because we're going to work collaboratively with them in the investigation and help every way we can to try to make the public safe and to get any bad guy that is involved in this off the street. And then beyond that, we're just going to be there for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. So at this moment, again, our prayers are for comfort for the family. We hope that justice is served, to the fullest extent of the law. I have been in contact with DA Ogg, with Judge Hidalgo, Commissioner Garcia, and others that have reached out, along with city leaders as well, and others that, everyone rallying together in support of this fallen hero. And we want to make sure that we're putting a stop to violent crime in our community. We've said it often. Everyone's doing their best, but that's not enough. We've got to make sure that every part of the system is doing their job, that they're being held accountable. If not, I don't know what else we could do, but we just need accountability at all levels and make sure that this doesn't happen again. This is happening far too often in our country. I know some other officers that were ambushed in other parts of the country, I think earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just simply unacceptable. If a hero is not safe in their own community, then the general public is not, and we're not going to tolerate that. There's still good people out there. There's still good people out there that are going to hold the line, and we're going to continue to fight till the very end to make sure that our county and our communities are safe. Briefly in Spanish, and then I'll answer a few questions. Brevemente en español, esta tarde perdimos un héroe, al Deputy Almendares, de 51 años de edad. Ha estado con nuestra agencia por más de parece que 23 años. Él era investigador de crímenes automovilísticos. Es un gran líder, su familia está destrozada. Esta noche él y su esposa estaban haciendo compras en el supermercado. A salir parece ver que él fue testigo de un crimen que estaba ocurriendo, trató de intervenir para ayudar, parece que eran 2 o 3 sospechosos y hubo un intercambio de disparos. A él le dispararon y él también pudo disparar por lo menos a 2, pero parece que otro está en fuga todavía. Estamos en la búsqueda de ese individuo, no tenemos su identificación en este momento, pero le pedimos al público que por favor oren por este oficial, por su familia. Están destrozados y estamos aquí para apoyarnos uno a otro. Está también representantes del departamento de Houston, tanto como de nuestra organización también, agencia también aquí para apoyar. Briefly, I do want to just say that in addition, obviously, to our deputy being fatally wounded, he was able to return fire. 2 suspects were struck. They're being treated for their injuries. It appears that they're stable at this time, and so they were able to survive their wounds, and ours did not. Our deputy's family were robbed of a future with him and the many plans that they had ahead of them. Like I said, just celebrating her birthday today and to tomorrow as well. So any questions?
You know if he identified himself as a law officer?
I'm not sure about that. It's our understanding, though, from what I've gathered, that he did. But I'm not at the scene right now, so we're letting the investigation take place over there. And so the wife was just saying how she told him to get out, and he took action. And I mean, that's what he did. He didn't back down. And so he truly, literally just, put his life on the line to protect his wife, protect others, and protect someone's property or whatever crime they were possibly committing. I don't have all those facts.
Most of us, when we're off the job, we're off the job. Could you discuss how law officers feel like they're always on the job?
Yeah, I mean, a law enforcement officer, true to heart, I mean, is always on the job. You're never really off. It's what we're called to do, to protect others. He took action. It was his instinct. It was his training. He apparently saw something, and he took action. And even just one against two or three, he was able to shoot two others at least, if not three. And he was out there protecting. He was protecting and serving. He could have walked away or done something else, but he saw something and he took action. And this community, I hope, embraces and supports his family and honors his name. As we always say, they'll never be forgotten, because he truly was out there serving, not only on duty. He was a great cop, a great deputy, but also off duty as well. And he put his life on the line and paid the ultimate price off duty to protect the public and to try to stop a crime, because we're all sick and tired of the crime in our community. And he took a stand.
Hey, Sheriff, to the suspect or suspects that are outstanding, what do you have to say to them?
I mean, they're just scum. I mean, they're I don't know. I mean, that's putting it nicely. Listen, I want to make sure that we have a full investigation and that we don't jeopardize that investigation in any way. We'll let the professionals handle that investigation. But I'll say that at a personal level and as a sheriff, that's evil. These are evil individuals that are out there. But for law enforcement holding the line, that's what keeps the rest of the community safe, for all of us, including myself, to sleep peacefully at night, because there's individual scum that are out there, and I've said this before, that are out there committing crimes, looking for the easy way out. And I've said it before, and I'll remember where it was. It was on Uvalde when a 70-year-old lady was killed outside of McDonald's. I said, get a job, get out there, work like everybody else, make an honest living. I mean, this is BS, and law enforcement has felt this far too often. But
Sheriff, what can you tell us about the vehicle here at the hospital?
I don't know all the specifics about that. I believe that the suspects that were wounded drove themselves to the hospital, and we believe that's what that may be involving. I don't know. I don't know those details. My focus has been on the family.
Sheriff, right down the street, Circle K, they had another scene, crime scene, everything else there. What was the deal there?
I'm not sure about the secondary scene. Sorry, my focus has been on the family.
His name too?
Yeah, Almendarez, Almendarez, Darren Almendarez.
Thank you, sir.
And what would be the charges of the suspects?
Well, I mean, I'm going to let the investigators do that. A lawman was killed, so I would hope it's the fullest extent of the law. So capital murder is what I'm looking at, but I'm not conducting the investigation. I've been here the whole time. I think there's a Chief Deputy Takika, I think, gave an update at the scene. So,
And as a community, how can we support the family?
as a community, just continue to support your law enforcement. Report crime. Pray for us, lift us up. It's a tough job. They need to know that they're appreciated. And I always tell our deputies that we're blessed to live in a city and a county like Houston, Harris County, Texas, because people by and large love and respect their law enforcement. We're not perfect, but we do our best every single day. And that's what he was doing today, trying to protect the community, because, it may seem like if a burglary or a theft is occurring, for that person, it means something. It's expensive to change that catalytic converter, or if they're breaking into a car. I don't know those details. I don't know what crime he saw. That's just the information I'm seeing. But that needs to stop. People work hard. People, it's their property. It's their property.
Sheriff, you said 23-year veteran with the department. Do you know his age?
51 years old is what I was told.
Family members?
His wife is here, his mother, siblings, extended family. I believe he's got two from a previous marriage. I'm not sure. Yeah, and then his wife has children as well. I don't know. They have a large family. They're all devastated, completely devastated. They're just and then the added trauma that she witnessed or viewed kind of what transpired. You know, typically that doesn't happen in these type of situations, but.
She saw it all go down.
As far as I know, I haven't talked to her about the specific details other than just very general, but she was there when it happened and saw him step up into the danger and to try to have the I can't even think straight, but just the frame of mind or whatever to tell her to get away, to run, because he foresaw that something was about to go down.
And just to make sure we have it right, Darren, D-A-R-R-E-N.
Yes, I believe it's D-A-R-R-E-N is what I'm, yeah.
M-E-N-D-A-R-E-C.
Yes, we'll confirm here shortly, but that's what I was told.
Is this something that sadly we're gonna see more of because there's so many guns on the street?
We just have bad people. I don't think that's, I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. I just think we have some bad actors out there. We see evil all the time. And I mean, we've been in this business for a long time, and we see the type of characters that are out there. And we see repeat offenders over and over. And it's not uncommon that these are not first-time offenders. And I'd be surprised if these individuals are first-time offenders doing this. And so again, I don't want to pass judgment because again, I want to let the process work its way out, and I don't want to get ahead of the investigation. But I hope God continues to bless our law enforcement officers that are out there suiting up tonight and will protect us tonight and every day. Any final questions? If not, thank you all very much. Thank you. We'll provide any updates or any new developments on the search for the third suspect tomorrow.